Hi, my name is Dr. Goodhart and I will be your instructor for this course. I just wanted to take a few moments to walk you through the Canvas site where the course will be facilitated. So I'm starting off on this page right here. This is the home page, and if you ever get lost, you can always come back to this home page by clicking on this button here at the top of the left hand side of the page. So if you click on the home button, it will always take you right back to this home page. And on the home page, I have a number of tabs that will contain different materials for this course. The first tab that I want to show you is the course information tab. And here you have access to the course syllabus, information about the required text, which is the 12th edition of the Human Genetics text by Ricky Lewis. I have information about your student email account. Please make sure that you check your student email account regularly or forward your student email account email to an email account that you do check regularly. And then also, here's a link to some instructional videos on the Canvas site. So if you're new to using Canvas, you're not quite sure how to use it, there are some really great short tutorials at this link. Now, I want to come back to the course syllabus very briefly to show you just a few things. So this is what the course syllabus looks like. You first have information about the course at the top, some information about myself and my contact information. Best way to reach me is through email. A little bit of information about the course and what we will be covering. We are going to do an extensive survey of human genetics, including Mendelian inheritance, extensions to Mendelian inheritance, multifactorial traits, you will learn what those are, DNA structure, function, and replication, cell division, population genetics, evolution, immunity, cancer, and we will also cover new and exciting genetic technologies. Now, this course is offered completely online. Everything can be done remotely from campus, all online. And please note that this course will be conducted at a very accelerated rate. Basically, we are taking 16 weeks and cramming them into 6 weeks. So it will run at a pretty rapid pace. So effective use of both the required textbook and the resources on the Canvas site is required. Now I want to just go over 6 important tips that I have for you to help you be successful in this course. The first tip is to schedule time in your calendar each week to work on this course. What gets scheduled gets done, and if it's on your radar, if it's in your calendar, it will get done. So I'm going to give you just a moment to think about a time slot or a number of time slots each week that you can dedicate to this course. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to think about when you can work on this course. Okay, you got it? All right, make sure that those times are blocked off in your calendar. If you schedule time, you will be successful in this course. The second tip I have for you is to read through the announcements that are posted at the beginning of each week for information, updates, and reminders, and I will usually be posting information for each week on the Saturday preceding that week. Tip number 3, be aware of all due dates for course assignments, and they are listed on the syllabus. I will show you where you can find them. Get these assignment due dates in your calendar. If they are in your calendar, they are on your radar, and you are more likely to complete them. Tip number 4, utilize the assigned chapters in the textbook. The textbook is essential for successful completion of this course. I also have recommended videos on the Canvas site, as well as lectures that include PowerPoint slides, outlines, and some publisher animations for you. Tip number 5, I suggest that you answer the chapter questions prior to attempting the quiz questions. This will help make the quizzes easier for you. Now, to help you with this, I have the chapter question assignment due before the quiz assignment each week. And I will be posting an answer key for the chapter questions immediately after the due date, and you can use that answer key when you are completing the quiz. Tip number 6, and probably the most important tip, please ask questions. The best way to reach me is through email. I welcome any and all questions. It is my job to help you succeed in this course. Okay, the next page is the course schedule. So you can see a breakdown of the chapters that we are going to be covering each week, along with the topics associated with those chapters, and all of the assignments and associated due dates. Again, please put these in your calendar. There are some general consistencies associated with the assignments. So each week the chapter question answers will be due by 10 p.m. on Saturday. The weekly quiz, the discussion board, and the scientist spotlight will generally be due on Sunday. There is a midterm project that will be due at the end of week 3. I will put that up at the beginning of week 2 so that you have 2 weeks to work on that. And then during week 6, you will also have a genetics in the news assignment and a final quiz. Please note that late work will not be accepted under any circumstances. I understand that things come up. I understand that technological issues can arise. And because of this, I encourage you to not wait until the last minute to submit any of your assignments. And if there are any problems, please note that I will be offering 30 points of extra credit later in the semester that can be used to offset any missing points. Now you can see the grade breakdown for this course. It's broken up into those different assignment components, and you can also see the grading scale. And then underneath that chart of assignments, I have a little explanation of each of the assignments. Again, please note, late work will not be accepted under any circumstance. So make sure that you are getting these assignments in early so that you're not dealing with any technology issues. Course policies. So I have an email policy, academic accommodation policy, welcome home returning veterans. I understand you have responsibilities that might impede your ability to do some of the work. Please keep in contact with me. I'm happy to provide any accommodations for you. Academic honesty policy, and the Learning Assistance Center is a resource should you have difficulty in this course. Additionally, I am available if you have any questions. And here are the student learning outcomes for this course: communication, computation, creative, critical, and analytical thinking, and community, global consciousness, and responsibility. And you can read a little bit more about what each of these entail. Okay, I'm going to go back to the Canvas site. I'm going to go back to the home page. And underneath the course information tab, you have a instructor information tab that provides a little more information about me, including my email address, the best way to get a hold of me. I'm going to go back to the home page. And then the third tab is my gift to you, advice from former students. So I asked some former students, what advice would you give students taking this course next semester? And the advice they have for you is gold. I encourage you to read through their recommendations. It will help you as you complete this course. I'm going to go back to the home page. The fourth tab is the weekly materials tab. Each week I will be posting supplemental materials associated with the chapters in the textbook. So the only link available right now is week number 1. Week number 1 is dedicated to an overview of genetics, cells, meiosis, development, aging, and single gene inheritance. We're covering quite a bit. We're actually covering 4 chapters in this first week. For each chapter, I have a little section that will provide you with an outline. I encourage you to utilize this outline before you read the chapter or even after you read the chapter, Or if you are finding that you are getting too bogged down in the details, come back to the chapter outline. It will bring you back to the main points for that chapter. I will provide a lecture in PowerPoint slide format, so the information in the chapter will be given in bite-sized slide format for you. Recommended videos, so I have found some short videos that correspond with different concepts in the chapter that will be available for you here, as well as relevant websites where you can find more information if you're interested in that, in the concepts in that chapter. Also, for some chapters, there will be animations from the textbook publisher. These are very short, usually between about 30 seconds and 3 minutes, that really highlight specific concepts within that chapter. So check out each of these links. They will provide you with additional information, supplemental materials for that chapter. And as you can see, there's one for each chapter. For chapter 4, and actually for chapter 5 and 6 next week, I will also provide you with some practice problems, and you can try them out yourself and then compare your answers to those in the answer key also provided here. I'm not going to be collecting these practice problems. They are just for you as you are working to really understand the concepts and the material in those chapters. All right, I'm going to go back to the home page, and the 5th tab is the chapter questions tab, and this is where you can find the chapter questions assignments for each week. The week 1 assignment is already available, so you have some information about that assignment. You have the due date. The week 1 due date is here, and then you have the chapter questions at the top link. So you can download those questions. And notice that I have a number of questions for each chapter, and the chapters are delineated from one another. Again, this class is going to go real quick. We are cramming 16 weeks into 6 weeks, so there are 85 chapter questions for this first week. I encourage you to maybe break up this work into different days so that it's not overwhelming. And again, don't leave it until the end. You will be overwhelmed if you leave all of the weekly work to the end. Now, once you have completed your answers, I'm going to ask you to turn them in at the bottom of this page. Now, I don't see a submission link because I have an instructor version of the Canvas site, but you should be able to see a Turnitin submission link where you can submit your answers. And please realize that it will go through Turnitin, so it will flag any plagiarism. Also, I ask that you put everything in your own words. If you are just copying text out of the textbook, you're not proving to me that you understand the answer. So I need you to put everything in your own words. If you are just copying text from the textbook, I'm not going to give you credit. Okay, I'm going to go back to the home page. As promised, I will provide an answer key to the chapter questions immediately following the due date. The chapter question keys can be found in that 6th tab. They are not yet available, but this link will become available once the due date has passed. And again, you can use the answer keys when completing the quizzes. And speaking of quizzes, the next tab is the quiz tab, where you can find the quizzes for each week. If you're not sure how to take the quizzes, there's a video tutorial that you can view. And the quiz for week 1 is already available. If you click on that link, you have some information about the quiz. It consists of questions associated with the material in chapters 1 through 4, the week 1 material. There are 30 multiple choice questions, each worth 1 point. So each of the weekly quizzes is worth 30 points. And you can take them a maximum of 3 times before the due date, and I will keep your highest score. And you can take the quiz by clicking this blue button. Make sure that you submit the quiz at the end. I'm going to go back to the home page. Just a few more things to show you. The discussion board tab is underneath the quizzes tab. One pinned discussion that I have available for you is introductions. Please introduce yourself to both myself and the other people taking this course with you. We look forward to meeting you. And then the first discussion board topic can be found in the discussions section. And this one will be due by 10 p.m. on Sunday. This first discussion board topic includes a 13-minute video. At this link, you can click on the video itself and watch it through the Canvas site. Please note that you only need to watch this video from minute 1:45 to minute 14:30. The other parts of this video you do not need to watch. And based on the information in both the chapters for the material that week, as well as this video, I'm going to ask you to answer these 4 questions here. And you can type your answers in a reply, or you can copy and paste your answers from another document here, and then make sure that you post your reply so that everyone will be able to see it. And then after you post your reply, I ask that you read and respond to 2 other submissions by the posted due date. All right, I'm going to go back to the home page. And the next tab is the Scientist Spotlight assignments. There will be 5 scientists that are spotlighted in this course. The first one is Shinya Yamanaka. And for this assignment, I ask that you watch this video here from minute 26 to minute 40. You don't have to watch the entire thing, just from minute 26 to 40. And based on the information in that video, I have 5 questions for you. You can find those questions at the link here at the top of the page, and then you can turn in your answers to the Turn It In link at the bottom of the page. That will be due on Sunday by 10 p.m. I'm going to go back to the home page. 2 other tabs that are not yet available but will become available later in the course: the midterm project and the extra credit, and then the grades. You will be able to access your grades throughout the semester to keep track of how you're doing in the course. The only other tab is the announcements tab. Again, I encourage you to visit the announcements each week for updates and reminders and information. And again, I will be posting the information usually the Saturday preceding that week. If you haven't already checked out the welcome announcement, please do so, and there will be other announcements shortly. All right, I want to welcome you to this course. Again, my name is Dr. Goodhart. I will be your instructor. I look forward to working with you this semester in this course. Please ask any and all questions. I welcome them. It is my job to help you.